So I just downloaded a mod for the Europa Universalis 4. I don't know if it's. I think they added a lot more provinces and stuff, so I don't know how fast it's gonna be. What mod is it? It's Victorium Universalis or something like that. Let's see. I think I'm gonna play as Brandenburg. Yeah. I want to unify Deutschland. Well. Oh well. No. Yeah, what should I call it? I'm gonna call it, um, I'm gonna call it, Bran. I mean, yeah, sure, Bran. Bran is fine. Everyone likes Bran. Oh, you can see they have Huffle. Oh, I can't see what the. I'm gonna assume it's Huffleborg. But there's kind of a city in the way. Let's see, how long do you think it's gonna take to load? Probably a lot. I mean, look at all that. You can see like a bunch of tiny effort. You can see Jena. Those are so small I can hardly see them. Wolfsburg. Is that a? I guess. Oh, is it Oh, yep. Pool beans. We got it working. You can see Neumark. Looks a lot different. Uh, oh, I guess Neumark also includes Berlin. Berlin. Uckermark is its own state. Well, let's see. So this is my first time ever playing this, and this looks like a really. Oh, they even like changed the Terra Incognita, made it look a lot different. A lot of new like subject states and stuff, like Kiev. Not to mention Schlesien. I don't know, Schlesien. In English, it would be called Silesia. Where's Breslau? Um, there, I found it. I literally the first one I clicked was Breslau, but I guess in the Czechs probably call it Vratislav. Uh, I don't know what's it called in the modern day. What I Rocklot? Maybe I'm thinking of. Is that it? I think I. Let's see. That is Ratibor. Terrain Ratibor. That's what's. He's okay. You have your own terrain too. What? Terrain Ratibor, which is of course Ratibor's capital. It'd be weird if Ratibor's capital wasn't Ratibor, but I mean still wouldn't be that weird considering we're literally Brandenburg. And where is Brandenburg? There it is. Treuendrietzen. Don't know why it's called that. Anyways, I should probably play the game, and as you can see, they've made it a lot more accurate in that I only have 2,000. Did countries even have standing armies back in the Middle Ages? I don't know. Thought they mostly were mercenaries and levies. Okay, I'm gonna seize all your land, and you're not gonna do anything about it. So I guess that they didn't change it too much, considering that looks basically the same. Now, I'm gonna go into debt because I don't think I can pay for all that army. Or maybe I can. I've never played this before. Let's see. So, yeah, the game's ticking forward. I'm gonna have to pay for Neumark. I don't know how I'll be able to afford Neumark if I spend all my money on the army. I know. I'll just not spend all my money on the army. Okay, so that's a big enough. Okay, well that's fine. Yeah, sure. So is it just like the same as normal EU4 with more provinces? I don't know what actually all has changed. I'm going into this blind, but I mean it looks like, so all I know about it is there's a lot more provinces and stuff. Is Königsberg still owned by the Teutonic Order? The capital is Marienborg. This is. Oh, that's a lot of countries. I should. Oh yeah. Speaking of, I should probably sign some alliances. Um. Hey you. You do not want to be my ally. Oh, you have too many diplomatic relations. Come on. Come on. We're brothers maybe. I don't know. It doesn't say. Oh. Oh, now I'm gonna be in debt, huh? I have a question. So now, if I... Do I get my money back? I mean, I might as well try. Do I... I don't think I do. Because that's still negative 75 and it costed me more than that, I think. No, I'm just gonna be in debt for a bit. Saxony. Sachsen? Würdest du what would ally be? Is it just ally? Möchtest du ein... What is ally? I think it's just ally or allied or something like that. I don't know. Oh well. What about you, Berman? Oh, you would. You would actually like. You'd love to be my ally, and I'd love to be your ally. Who are you led by? This guy, who is a Czech, but you're also 21. So I don't think you're gonna die before having kids. But if you do, I'd like to get a Hohenzollern on your throne. Gotta wait till the 15th of April, though. What about you, Poland? Poland? Oh, yeah. Now. I'm gonna have to wait until I can pay that off. Okay, now, Poland. Do you want an alliance now? No, you don't. Of course not. Why would you? Why would you? What am I, like... Why specifically not? Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, we are kind of weak, now that we mention it, Poland. However, I'm going to improve my relations with you. I'm gonna send Joachim Hector von Zieten. And he's gonna make you like us. Let's see now. I don't think anyone would dare attack me because they don't want to go to war with Bohemia unless it's like Austria or something going to war with Bohemia. They might. Speaking of Austria, they probably have. It'd be good to be friends with the Kaiser Friedrich the Zweite von Habsburg. Let's see. Bayern. Oh. How much am I in debt? I am 90. Now France's flag looks different. Let's see what. How interesting. Personally, I don't like how EU4 everything is like shields or whatever. I prefer the rectangular flags. I think look better. Let's see what. Okay, what about Saxony? Almost. That's not close, but if I get a royal marriage, I'm thinking that'll increase their chances of. So that's not particularly fast, but I mean, with how big the map is, I'm not surprised that it's not like speeding by. And also, my computer isn't exactly the fastest, but it's okay. You have Medina, Tijaz. So Hijaz is I think that that's the same in normal EU4, where it's a vassal of the Mamluks, and then Medina is independent. What is... Okay, so I can... That's interesting. That looks like to be the modern border, but then you can see it's like it's a straight line, but then also that's not the border between the countries, so let's see, it doesn't have. Yeah, it has like the. So you could have like an Israeli-Palestinian conflict in this. I don't think you could in normal EU4. It's too big. This is Gaza. That's really, you have Gaza and then Gaza. Are those? Why are these? Have? Oh well. Yeah, well. And the whole state is called Palestine. Then we got Iraq, which is modern day Jordan, I think. Then you have this, which that would be like northern Saudi Arabia, yeah. Najd, which is the main region of Saudi Arabia. So even if it is like slower in terms of speed, I can just like look at the map. It's very detailed, huh? That's an island. It's a really not. I don't think most of these islands are that big. You know what? You can play as the Channel Islands, which is apparently a republic. Maybe get your independence from England, although they'd probably just naval invade you. What? Okay, so some of the provinces are bigger than others. Let's try to find the biggest province we can. First, I'm gonna try here. These are pretty big. Oh yeah, that. Got this northern Finland. What about over here? How big is? I mean, that's not that, big. Even all the way over here. There's a pretty big province. I wonder how big it is in normal EU4. Maybe the same size, or as a what? Oh, I think that's Terra Incognita, but it looks weird because like it's part of a bigger pattern. What is this? I think a compass of some sort. Yeah. Okay, so I don't think I'll ever need to take it off 5 speed. Unless it somehow goes faster at 4 speed, which I highly doubt. Yeah, same speed, so I'll just put it on just in case it can go faster, slightly faster. Now yeah, this is gonna take a while. Wonder if it would be faster if I wasn't recording. Not gonna spend money on advisors. Yeah, sure, make everyone like me more. Maybe now, no. Yeah, Saxony will ally me, which is good because Saxony, I think, would make a good ally. What? Too many 3 out of 2 diplomatic relations. We only have 2 diplomatic relations. That's crazy. I mean, can you believe only 2 diplomatic relations? Although, like, Poland, Bohemia, and Saxony, I don't think I could get that much better of a group of people to be allied with. Let's see, so if we go to war with someone, let's say we wanted to go to war with Stettin, which is allied with Lüneburg. What? Imperial ambition. Okay, who are... You're rooting for yourself, which, good for you, but I don't think you're gonna win. And I'll just improve relations just in case that causes you to vote for me, and not as though I'd win anyways, but if I did win, that would be cool. So, Stettin, if I declare war on you, then I would, well, let's see, so I do have claims on your land because of the event, but, oh no, what is that? I do not like that. I'll just lose the diplomatic power. Okay, so if I want Stettin, I'd still win the war, assuming that they don't just build a big army right away. Okay, so I'm going to start paying for my armies, and I'm not gonna pay off this loan because I do not have the money, and I will just invade Stettin, and then I will take their money. Okay, so let's see. How many soldiers can I have? 3 more. So, if I just win the war against Stettin, then they'll probably give me a bunch of money. Right? That's how that works? I'm pretty sure that's how that works. And if I can defeat Stettin, because they only have 2,000, then what's allowing Lüneburg or whatever gonna do? Not much. Yeah, that's the... They do border me, which might be a problem, but they only have 2,000, and I have a bigger army than 2,000. Maybe I should declare war on you. Because we don't have a casus belli, then Das Österreich gets involved. Is it Das Österreich? I don't know. Yeah, I know I'm 2 over my limit, but that's never... Nah. What am I talking about? Anyways, I want to actually go to war with a place, because you know, this cool map is like cool and all, but I actually want to do something this game, not just sit there and, you know, I want to take land. I want to unify Deutschland. I'm gonna make myself the Kaiser, whether that's through the HRE or through my own. Let's see. I think I read that it goes until. Well, let's see. How does it? Okay. Well, I think it should say how long I mean, it's called Victorium Universalis, so I'm thinking. We look at the institutions, we can see that the last one is 1860. How long are they? The previous one is 1836, so if that's 1860, then there should be some way to actually unify... Well, I mean, you can unify Germany in regular EU4, but not in the same way that you would do it in Victoria 2, although that is pretty late, so maybe they didn't include, like, an actual... I mean, imagine you're playing Victoria 2 and it's just like, oh, you want to unify Germany? Oh, you gotta literally invade every single country in Germany and take their land one by one. Okay, Stettin. Your days of Stettining are over. Time to... Well, let's see. What has a fort and what doesn't? Oh no, not diplomacy. I wanted to, see. So there's no fort there, so I'm gonna declare for Loknitz. Okay. I should get a general. I think that... Compare that to... Well, you're just objectively better, aren't you? What if I hire a general? Will that be better? No, that's, I think, worse. Yeah, because it has less tiny squares or whatever, and the more tiny squares is always better. There's never been a situation in which you've had more tiny squares and that was worse. Insufficient manpower. That better not have any negative effects on me. I'll just, worst case scenario, I'll just take out a loan or whatever. You have 2,000 there. Take out a loan and then hire some mercenaries. I wish the general I hired or someone had a siege skill, because that's the only thing that's actually useful to me. Obviously, winning battles easier would be good, but if you're just gonna... I hear these guys are sieging that. See, look how long this is taking. This is not how long it would take if this was normal EU4. I gotta stop them from building any more units, because they probably have the manpower to do it if I did. Now, I have 6,000 and they have 2,000. Obviously, I have 3,000 sieging Stettin. So will I be able to, annex all of Stettin, or will it just be like, oh no, you took one province and now the entire HRE has 5 billion aggressive expansion against you? Well, we'll have to just wait and find out. How are we losing the war? We have the thing. We literally have the thing. Now, there's a bunch of rivers there, so I'm just gonna take advantage of that by sticking these guys in Potsdam. And oh no. Okay, see, this is why we need them in Potsdam. Because they're just gonna build a bigger army and then try to attack us. But if we're on the other side of Potsdam, then what are they gonna do about it? Or maybe I should try Berlin, but the less provinces I have occupied by them, the better. Hey, Lüneburg, can I just... this isn't really Yar War, is it? And we're probably gonna win. I know. Let's see, how would I? Oh, you... So now they're leaving, which I don't know why they would leave, but... At war with Brandenburg. They just sort of let us take... what are you doing, Lüneburg? What are you actually doing? You just let me take my land back. That is... That is not good tactics. Sun Tzu would not approve. Who wrote On War vom Kriege? I don't know, I feel like that's something I should know. Was it von Clausewitz? Yeah, I think it was. Okay, we've got it mostly. And if we really had to, we could, just charge in. So now we're actually winning the war, but I don't want to... See, I think maybe the AI is actually smart, and I mean, I doubt the AI is smart enough, but because I'm used to playing regular EU4, but I don't know what the AI is capable of. Maybe they're trying to trick me into taking Altmark, so then they can go after Prignitz and Potsdam and Brandenburg and Berlin. So it's like I think once I siege Stettin, then I'll be able to send those soldiers to Altmark, and if they try to stop me from taking Altmark back, then I can just send the 6,000 and they'll have to be attacking over a river, if I understand how this game works correctly. Although there have been times which I have misunderstood how the game works, and it's gotten me to lose battles which I thought I would have won. But I think we're winning. So you are taking attrition, even though you're only 3,000, but I think that's just because you're in enemy land. So you aren't taking attrition because you're... This morale of armies, like, are they getting that? They better be. They better have their armies being less moraled, because they have their army up to 6,000, and I know for a fact that Lüneburg is a lot smaller in terms of population than Brandenburg. Well, maybe, I don't know. Our country is kind of shaped like a spaghetti noodle, it looks like, so maybe we have a smaller population as opposed to the not spaghetti noodle it is in the normal game. Though, especially with this Stargard and Rupen. Are you... Oh, you... Can you refill? You stupid... Getting a stinking disease outbreak. You... How dare you get infected by diseases and die? I mean, really. I mean, the nerve of some folks just... Come on! Go back up. And it's just on the 2nd of February. Just that... Okay, good. It might take a few months for them to get back up to their correct. Let's see. Okay, that sounds good. Okay, are you gonna... You better reinforce and start... Oh, no, that is not... Come on. Oh, maybe it's due to the attrition or whatever that they still didn't go, because they are taking attrition there. Okay, you better go up to 3,000, because we need 3,000 men exactly to surround Stettin. If we have 2,990, that won't be enough. We need 3,000. So wir brauchen 9,000. I mean 3,000. I was reading that 9 there for some reason. Come on. Come on. Go forward. I hate when it takes, like, an entire minute for, like, a month to pass. Like, I wish it was realistic, and in real life, a month only takes, like, a few seconds or something, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's how it works in real life. What's this? Yeah. Come on, take Stet. Oh yeah, they have 3,000. That's good. It says its own sea zone. Okay, now this war is gonna be over soon. You might as well just surrender. Although I have a feeling Lüneburg doesn't feel like surrendering. So if I do that, and that, then they will not accept. Okay, I'm gonna start improving the relations with the Kaiser, because why are you supporting the independence of Kurland? That doesn't make sense. I'm confused. Hopefully the Kaiser will be smart enough to... What if I start voting for the Kaiser? Kaiser... How do I cast vote? I'm gonna vote for the Kaiser. Maybe that'll make them smart enough to not try to prevent me from taking all this rightful Brandenburger land. Okay, are you gonna attack the boys in Altmark? If you do, I should give you a general just in case, because I know. I think movement's good because there's a river there, and I don't. What's your movement? 3. Oh, so it might not even count as. Okay, these borders are kind of complicated. They're like in a triangle formation. But I think once I take this, then they should realize that we're winning the war and they'll just give up, right? That's how that works. Stabilität. I should look up what alliance is and... Okay. That can't be improved anymore, so I'll bring you back. They still will not accept. What about you? You won't accept either, so how do I... Well, I'm just gonna do this, because if they're gonna be in Luchau, I might be pronouncing that wrong, then I'm gonna... Actually, maybe I'll send you to Altmark. Oh, actually, I think I did a pretty good job of outmaneuvering these guys. So I'm gonna arrive in Altmark, and then what are they gonna do about it? I think I'm pretty good at outmaneuvering the AI. Now, where are you headed? Where are you headed? Well, yeah, you're going there. Despite the fact that I am not going there. I'm going there. You silly. Although there's no river to protect me, but I think I still managed... Oh. Now you think you can do that. Which you might. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they'll win that battle. It's not that big of a difference in terms of... Okay, now will you... Now what do I do? If I go back to Osmog, that might be stupid of me, but... Like, I mean, I've lost easier battles before. But I have 9,000 and they have 6,000, and if they win, I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna hire a bunch of mercenaries. So they're the attacker. So the terrain is benefiting us. And yes, I am the strategic, very smart person. Yep. Wir sind die Gewinner. Okay, now Mr. 5000, you go over to Utzin. What is that? Is that a... I don't know. I'm confused. Anyways, I don't think they'll attack the 5000, but maybe I should attack them. Or can I? Yeah. They have such low morale, I don't think we can lose. You should have signed the white piece while you had the chance. Now you're gonna have to pay me all of your money, literally all of it. Literally every last penny, and then some, cause you know what's gonna happen? You know what's gonna happen? You're not gonna... Well, first of all, you don't have an army anymore, but you're gonna have to pay me so much money, you won't even have the money that you have to pay me. It's gonna be like Germany after World War One. They're gonna have to start printing money just to give us. We're gonna completely ruin your economy. And then there's gonna be like a second war, but obviously we're still gonna win that because we're still in a better strategic position than you. I don't think there's gonna be a second war. Well, I mean, obviously we'll have to conquer them at some point. Or was this all a part of Hanover? I don't think Brandenburg or das Königreich Preußen took the Lüneburg until the Austro-Prussian War, was it? Yeah, because this was all part of Hanover until then, which was under a personal union of the British. Braunschweig, Lüneburg. So I'm pretty sure they would accept a peace treaty with me now, considering I'm like sieging their capital and stuff, but I think I'm gonna wait because I want to make sure I get every last penny I can out of this war. Because it... Oh, what are you doing? Hohenberg? I don't care about you, Hohenberg. Where do you think you're going? Imagine they just start sieging Berlin. Can you just walk through Berlin? Yeah, you idiots! You don't have any... They are not strategic geniuses such as myself. They cannot understand the ineptitude of their own actions. They do not have what it takes to even comprehend how much superior my brain levels are to them. Look at them, they just have 1,000 and they're trying to siege Berlin. Imagine actually this is like some sort of pro gamer move that I'm just not smart enough to understand. Actually, it does make sense to siege Berlin with not enough soldiers to surround Berlin. You see, this is actually like the ideal situation because, like, they have soldiers, but I just don't have to worry about their soldiers because their soldiers are off doing something that they'll never succeed in. So they still have to pay for their soldiers, and I don't think they can build new soldiers, especially considering this is their last unsieged province. Now, I was, slightly worried that maybe they'd go over to Altmark and Potsdam and maybe siege those, and then I'd have to cross the river, and even if I do outnumber them, like, I'd take unnecessary casualties, but I think I can just go over there and get rid of them now. Because they're sieging my capital, so I would of course be their defender. I think that's the case for any time there's a fort. That's Schwerin. Ah yes, Schwerin I wish the state was called Schwerin too. Then you could have. Well, let's see, is a Burg, Mecklenburg? Don't think there is, at least not anymore. So I outnumber you more than 2-1, and I think you'll be the defender, so I'll just win this battle. Imagine I lost. Imagine... Okay, good. Now, will having more soldiers actually help in any feasible way? Maybe. Still not enough to pay off the loan, but I'll pay off the loan once I win the war. That's what I'll do. So this is going pretty well for us Brandenburgers. I mean, not that there was any chance of us losing the war to begin with, considering... But I mean, they had a 6,000 strong army, and if I wasn't such a skillful maneuver person, armies guy, I might not have been able to win this war. Like, if this was my first time playing EU4 and I had never played EU4 before, I might have lost this war because of their building armies and stuff. And maybe I'd attack a bigger army over a river or something stupid like that. Truce with Luxembourg. Wait, is Luxembourg an independent nation? Pretty sure they're under a personal... Yeah. With Burgundy. Only 932, so we could. But I don't see the point in it. Okay, yeah. We have completely won this war. Now, if I take this... Okay, what about this? What about this? Okay, then who will join? Everyone. No one's angry. Everyone's angry. What about this? 48. I think that's a good amount of aggressive expansion to get. I don't know I don't know how aggressive expansion works. Maybe they'll be angry at me anyway. But I think we should have Luchau. Or maybe I'll just do that. How much is that? 23. I think I just want Luchau. And also, I want all of... Only 36? Okay. What can I do here? Okay, what if I sign a separate peace with you and I want all of your money and you're gonna have to give me war reparations and that one city? How does that sound? Now I better still be able to annex all of Stettin. Now I can pay off my loan. Das ist großartig. I can start turning that into a core. What's the culture? What's the culture in Luchau? High Saxon. What is High Saxon? What's the difference? Is there a Low Saxon? Well, obviously there's a Low Saxon over here in Lower Saxony, right? Culture, let's look. Okay, here we have Niedersächsisch. And then we have... Would that be Obersächsisch? Then we have Pommersch. Preußisch. Schlesisch. Österreichisch, Bayerisch, Schwabisch, Frankisch. Well, would that just be Rheinisch? Maybe. Ostfalisch, Westfalisch. What is this? Limburgisch. So if you go to this part of Germany, will they still be speaking German, or was this just... I'm pretty sure they would be, but maybe this was just one of these medieval things. Although I feel like Dutch and German were a lot closer languages hundreds of years ago. Oh yeah, I should probably sign the peace treaty with these guys. You give me all of your money. Perfekt. Oh ja, ich habe es geschafft. Huh? Okay. Now that is definitely not what that means, but oh well. Oh well, Mr. Grosseker first. If you think we have enough provinces to fulfill that whatever, then yeah, we do. Of course we do. Why wouldn't we? Now, I'm not gonna go to war with anyone because obviously we have that whole like. Now, can I actually if? No, you do not want. Well, we are not. That is. Are you saying that our economic base compared to Rupen? Wait a second. Is there? Speaking of Rupen, isn't there an event which makes Rupen go development be Brandenburg, something like that, and then we just I'm. So did they add an event which makes us annex Rupen, or is that just one of those things? Where it's because I feel like there should be an event where we just get Rupen, Neu-Rupen. Why is the capital of Rupen Neu-Rupen? What? Is there an Alt-Rupen? And is it also in Rupen, or is there another smaller Rupen over like here somewhere, and then when the Germans were like colonizing the ja, Österreich, wer möchte ein Bundes? Okay, now, like, is there like an Alt-Rupen like over here somewhere, and then when they colonized this, they also called this Rupen, they called it Neu-Rupen, and then it turned out to be like the bigger Rupen or something like that, sort of like how there's New York, but then there's Old York in England, and I mean, I feel like York is still a pretty big city in England. If you see, God, it's over here, yeah. Where you can see it's got its own terrain for some reason. This is the York terrain, which is not to be confused. Let's see, does... Oh, so what... So there is a Theodosian walls, which I don't know if that's... So, let's see, that has... So that's interesting. I wonder what it would be like to play as the Romans in this, the Greeks, the Byzantines, whatever you want to call them, the Eastern Romans. You couldn't call them Western Romans, because they would not, maybe that would be Mediolanum or something like that, or the Pope. Now we just have to wait for forever. So what can we do? Well, we have a coastline now, so... Sweden is still a part of Denmark. Honestly, these borders don't look that bad, do they? I mean, I'd like to get Havelburg. You don't want to... How big does my economy have to be before these tiny, know-nothing Hufflepuffers would want to be annexed by me. Like, come on. When did Hufflepuff become a part of Brandenburg anyway? Let's see, is there anyone who does not have an heir? A lot of places. Holland? Don't tell me Holland has gotten its independence already. Holland? How did... You just got your independence from Burgundy. Do you still have Luxembourg, Hainaut, Brabant, Picardy? Okay, well... Well, let's see now what is our... well, our force limit is still the same. Maybe once we core this new land, then our force limit will go up to 10. So was there a Duchy of Pomerania, or was it always just a bunch of tiny Pomeranias? Okay, well let's see, they're all ruled by the... They are not ruled by the same dynasty, or a bishopric. But I assume... So there... I guess there must have been like a... one unified Pomerania at some point. Ein Pommern. Its capital in Stettin, but then it got divided between heirs, and then finally there weren't any heirs. It all went to Brandenburg and Schweden. Let's see, Bornholm. Is this Danish? Culture is Danish, yeah. But it's part of Sweden in terms of the Swedish took it in some war. Maybe they took it in the War of Independence. English pretender rebels. England must be having their, whatever it's called, War of the Roses. I've never liked how EU4 represents civil wars, because it's just like, oh yeah, these are rebels. Like, as opposed to different people, like, controlling different land, but I don't know, maybe that's accurate. Like, I wish there was some sort of, like, loyalty thing where, oh, these people are loyal to the House of York, these people are loyal to the whatever. And then you actually, like, are fighting, like, a different country that appears. See, that's the actual size as opposed to just giving it, like, all of that. Well, is it the actual size? But in any case, it's a lot closer to the actual size. Maybe that's how big it is. Most of the maps don't get this detail where you can see tiny Gibraltars, but I'm pretty sure. Is that what Gibraltar looks like? Maybe. I'm gonna... Let's see, how big does it show Venice as? Because I know in EU4 Venice is shown as a lot bigger. Is Venice even an island in this? Couldn't you just have... Oh, I think the reason they have that, they have the terrain be different, is so that they can show, like, that's clearly Venice. And then that's the Theodosian walls, and then that's what Constantinople actually looks like. So they have, like, pictures of the city. And then that's why every city has its own, let's see, if we go to Rome, I'm sure it'll have, like, where is Rome? Rome, is that, like, the... Yeah, so that's Rome, and then... so if we look at Madrid, Although I think the capital is Toledo or Valladolid. And I'll have a picture of Valladolid. What? Oh yeah, all of that is now art stuff. Oh, see, that is a part of Hanover, so maybe we shouldn't have taken it, but oh well. It's not like I'm taking things based on, like, historically exactly. Trans-Pomerania? Never heard of that. All I know is Hinterpommern and Niederpommern. What would it be? Are you gonna actually... So they want their independence, but what are they gonna do about it? Even if they all revolted at the same time, that we'd still be able to take them. So what's our technology looking like? It's only 1451. That is only at, like, 7 years, and it's been like an hour of actually playing the game at 5 speeds. So an hour at... So if we assume it's 10 minutes a year or something like that, then if I were to play this game from 1450 to 1850, that would be like 400 years. Now if that's 400 years with each year being 10 minutes around about, then that would be what, like 4,000 minutes? Well, that is a lot of minutes. I do not think that... I mean, this is like a cool mod and all, but it's just like, I don't think it's for everyone's computer, if you know what I mean. I think you're gonna have to have like a better computer than I do if you want to play this. But I mean, if you're watching this and you think that you do want to watch me play this, even if it's only at, like, look how quickly it goes from November 1st to November 2nd. Like, look at that. Okay, now look, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think it's faster, but like the first day of every month is when all the calculations happen, so that's slower. So now it's going faster, but still not that fast. If you Erbach. See, and then even if I do get them in a personal union, I'm just gonna have to wait 60 years or whatever, however long it takes for me to integrate them, and then I'm gonna get a diplomatic penalty. Oh no, you can't annex your subjects or whatever. I don't know, maybe if it's a... Yeah, this is... The Italians are fighting each other. So, like, I just feel like it's just, like, at a slower pace than I usually like when I'm playing EU4. Because I'm used to it going a lot faster. You are 62. Maybe I'll annex you. Where are you? Over in here. Like, I never even heard of Erbach. What's the capital of Erbach? Where? I don't... Okay, here is Erbach. Let's see, yeah, that's... Okay, I'll royal marriage you if you want. And then I'll be 5 over my diplomacy limit. And you have 0 soldiers. Literally 0. Okay, now we're pretty high over our diplomacy limit, but I'm just gonna check to see if we have any neighboring countries which might consider getting annexed by me. Like, I mean, I feel like you should. You're not that big. You. Okay, what about you, Rupen? I feel like you're the most historical to get annexed by us. Or at the very least be our vassals. We only have 1,000. So can I just take you? I don't even have a casus belli against them. 18, what is this? Oh, because of Österreich. What about you? Do I have a casus belli on you? No. Okay, what do I have to do to get a casus belli on these people? Cis Pomerania, Trans Pomerania, obviously. On which side of the river you're on. And that just gives you administrative efficiency. What do you have to do to... But what do I have to do to get a claim on on Mittelmark? Because I want to claim on all those stuff in Mittelmark. I don't know. Anyways, this whole video better have been recorded, because if it wasn't, then that is just rude of the recording software. I'm gonna pause now, because I'm not gonna play for another hour if it's not getting recorded. And also not that much happened in this video, so I guess it wouldn't be the worst.